Hi, guys, and happy Monday. Hope everyone is having an amazing, amazing day. So, I was talking to a client last night, and he had some, just questions about prospecting and this, that, or the other. Hi, Jody. Hi, Kimberly. And we were having this conversation, and he was sharing with me some things that he was doing, and I told him what I was doing, and I said, you got to treat it like a first date. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, okay, I literally wrote it. I'm like, hold on, let me just write this down. And I wrote down, prospecting is a first date. Hi, Renee. Hey, Jocelyn, Kelly, Bartoletti. Good to see you on here. So I came up with this idea of how you guys can treat prospecting and building your network marketing business like it's a first date. And I'm gonna ask you a couple things. And hey, Robin, so I do have another free giveaway today. If you guys share this on your team pages, if you have a network marketing like team group, share it there or tag 3 people in this. And just use the hashtag #IShared, and I will send you a free gift a little bit later for the compliments of you doing that. Ready to soak in what you have to teach us. Okay, so who remember? Type Y or yes in the chat box if you remember. For those that have been married for a while, but type Y or yes in the chat box if you can remember the feeling of going on a first date. Thank you, Kelly. You're the best. Type Y or yes in the chat box if you remember the feeling of being on a first date. And for guys and girls, it's a little bit different. But I know on first dates, like I was, you could be a little bit nervous and you could be a little bit scared. And there's a reason for that. There's nerves around it. And it's funny because when people hear about having to prospect for the business. So it's easy for people to enroll people on the products, but when people are afraid to talk about the business, it's uncomfortable for them. So imagine if you just took the notion of prospecting as a first date, where, hi April, hey Cindy. So number one, if you treat prospecting and your network marketing business like a first date, number one, you always want to ask more and talk less. So when you're on a first date and you want to get to know that person, you want to ask them questions. Where are you from? What do you do for work? Questions. Questions lead to answers. The wrong way to prospect is to do all the talking. You're telling and selling instead of just connecting and listening. So the first step in prospecting, like it's a first date, is asking more questions and talking less. If that makes sense, type Y or yes in the chat box. And again, if you're just jumping on, I do have a free gift for everyone that does share this. So if you share this on your personal page or a private team group, use the hashtag #IShared in the chat box or tag 3 people in this, and I will send you a link for a free gift. So April says yes. Hey, Kale, Dana, good to see you on there. So when you're on a first date, ask more, talk less. That's number one. And what does that do? When you're asking more and talking less, number two, it shows you have genuine interest. And I was talking to someone the other day that was in network marketing that is not now. And she said the one thing that really upset her, she felt like she was wearing this mask because she felt like she was only connecting with people to find like a pain point where she could just talk about her business instead of being genuinely interested in that person. So number two, show genuine interest in that person. Don't just connect with someone to try to enroll them into your business. You want to be selective. And again, as Ray Higdon says, do not attract the snowflakes to the snowstorm of entrepreneurship. So ask more, talk less, and show genuine interest. And number 3, which in all honesty is one of the most important aspects to this. If this all makes sense so far, type Y or yes in the chat box, just so I know everybody is with me, or like or love, give some hearts. And as Kelly has done, please share this on your private page or on your team page, and I will send you a free downloadable gift from me a little bit later. And again, showing genuine interest, and here's the big thing, asking questions. Ask more, talk less, show genuine interest, and this is what it does. Number 3, you find things in common. Now, when you find things in common, this is where the magic happens. This is where relatability is created. This is where rapport is built. This is where the connection is made. So if you're doing all the talking, and they call it verbal vomiting, if you're talking all over the person, you're not even giving that person a chance to even share anything about them. So number 1, always, always, always ask more, talk less. Number 2, show genuine interest. And number 3, find things in common. Guys, prospecting doesn't have to be uncomfortable. Obviously a first date is always uncomfortable, but it gets easier. The first initial thing is when you first sit down, everyone's kind of like nervous, but once you get in the flow of asking questions and building that rapport and building that relationship, it gets easier. So really focus on connecting with people for genuine purposes and treat it like a first date. Ask more and talk less. Guys, again, if you haven't done so, please share this with your teams. Share this on your personal page, your team page. As Kelly did earlier, use the hashtag #IShared, or feel free to tag 3 people on your team in this, as it's always good for us to learn together. And looks like we have some company back here. Ben, what are you doing? You want to say hi? So again, guys, enjoy the rest of your afternoons. Treat prospecting like a first date. Ask more and talk less. Be genuinely interested in those people and find things in common to create that relatability. Enjoy the rest of your afternoons. Love you all so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.